Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Derek. Welcome to Men of the Den, and this is Monday.
And we're serving tea.
And serving just desserts like they deserve. Kind of tea.
Hi everyone, welcome to another week here on the Den. It is LTGBQAI2 week. Is that right?
No, but you got the right letters, just not the right order. Quilt bag.
Quilt bag.
Quilt bag.
Oh god. Alright everyone.
Or can we just add omnisexual and make it Golbat?
Oh god. Alright everyone. Well, anyway, we're back here again. So, honestly, we're like, let's not talk about anything heavy this week, because there's enough fucking bad stuff going on in the world.
Like between what's happening in Toronto, what's
Right.
happening in the States with some people's rights being taken away, and everywhere else in the world.
And there's a whole bunch of other things, so we decided we're just going to keep it lighthearted this week. So we're just going to talk about what every gay likes to talk about. Well, not every gay, but most gays like to talk about.
So what we were going to talk about, RuPaul's Drag Race.
All right.
All-Star 3.
All right.
So far.
So
The play-by-play.
The play-by-play. So if you haven't watched the first couple episodes,
From the top.
yeah, turn it off. I don't want to spoil anything for you. But honestly, for me personally, this is not the cast I would have picked. There's a lot of better queens that got overlooked that could have returned.
Stacey Lane Matthews.
Here we go.
What?
I'm just not. I'm not a big fan of this whole cast. I want Courtney back. Although Courtney did her own thing. She won this week in big news. She won Celebrity Big Brother UK. So congratulations, Shane/Courtney Act. But as for this year's cast, I mean, it seems like everything online seems to point to the front runners to be Trixie, Kennedy Davenport. Who else were rumored to be the front runners? Bebe.
And Shangela.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, the Secret Queen, and this is probably not a big shocker for most of you, was Bebe, the winner of season 1. What did you think of the first episode?
First episode was a lot of fun. Was happy to see Bebe back because I love Bebe in her season. And she deserves the spotlight without the season 1 filter.
I don't agree.
No, you don't agree.
No. Again,
because it wasn't Valentina.
And again, she's a winner. There's people that were better than her that should have come back. Valentina.
I'm going to stick by Stacey Lane.
Valentina, but apparently Valentina actually turned it down. So, from episode 1, who were your initial frontrunners?
My initial frontrunners, I thought Milk at first, because she came in looking glam, except for the helmet under her hair. And she had like her quirkiness, which we loved about her. And she was funny in the first episode. So I thought immediately a frontrunner. Trixie, of course, because Trixie is everywhere. And I would say the third one, you just keep shaking your head.
Because I totally disagree with you, but keep going.
The
challenge was back to All Stars 2. They did the talent show challenge again, which was very interesting because this time around a lot of them are dancers, so there was a lot of dance routines to compare, and a lot of cat suits.
Yeah,
a lot of cat suits.
Yeah. Meaty tough.
Probably for me, the biggest surprise of the season so far, especially in episode 1, was Aja.
Yes.
I was not a fan of Aja in her season.
See, before her season, I was like, Aja. Why is it always Aja?
Yeah.
And then her season, I was like, Aja, why did you disappoint me so much?
But she did this amazing jump from a box where she thrust her pelvis into the floor and probably was choking on her ball sack.
The whole place was shooken. Yes.
People that I thought were going to be frontrunners like Kennedy were very average and run-of-the-mill. Chi-Chi was not good at all.
We knew in Kennedy's season, she can jump split, she can split, she can cartwheel, and that's what we got.
And I think that's the problem, is they used all their tricks in their previous season, so now we feel like we've seen all of it before. So the ones that are doing well are the ones that we didn't get to see all of their stuff, like in Aja. But as the season goes on, that's going to get harder because they are going to be showing their cards, so to speak.
Yeah.
But for me, probably, I mean, it was all Bendel in the first episode. Bendel killed both the mini challenge and the main challenge. I don't think many people will dispute that she was definitely proved herself to be a contender in that episode.
Oh yeah.
So disappointments.
Morgan McMichaels. I figure, like, she kind of just came in there and just was like, look at me, I'm a bitch, I'm gonna play this game. And right from the get-go, not making friends, and told her strategy on the first episode.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible strategy in telling her strategy.
Yeah.
That ended up to be her undoing it.
Like, what you need to do in these reality-type competitions is slowly think of your strategy, point out who's going to be your floaters that you're going to carry with you to the top.
There you go.
Like, don't tell your strategy, you're just knock the strong people out.
Which is why
you need a Roxy
which
Andrews.
is why in the end Bendela ended up removing her other than Chi-Chi, because even though Chi-Chi probably did worse than the challenge, Bendela removed her because of her unsavory way that she was going to vote people off.
I think is a bad move.
I
saw
don't.
in Chi-Chi season, Chi-Chi, when pushed, does a lot better.
Right.
So she needs that pressure on her. She put that pressure on her.
The one that really has surprised me, and not in a good way, is Milk. Milk in his season, I did not like Milk. I was never a Milk fan. So
I was a huge Milk fan.
I know. But this season, I don't know what's happened to him since his season, but he's become a fucking diva. He thinks that, he's the best every time when, at least in the first couple episodes, his challenge stuff has not been great. It's been very low and run-of-the-mill.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't think Milk's got a lot of longevity left.
Unless somebody sees that he's not doing as good, it makes him the Roxy Andrews of this season.
True, but we'll see. I don't know if that will happen with Milk.
Yeah.
Moving on to see episode 2. So episode 2, it was the lip sync performance, and they all had to do different divas of the past.
Back to Milk.
Milk did Celine Dion, which I honestly thought he thought he was one of the best of the bunch. And I actually would have put him in the bottom 2, based on his performance. It was not good, and not a good Celine. What about you? What do you think?
I think he should have done a bit more of an iconic look. Something like the dress from...
Not wear peanut butter around his neck because he was singing a song about peanut butter.
Not wear the hair up, wear the hair down. And Celine does a lot of pointing. And out to the crowd, a lot of expression.
And the chest beats.
The chest beats
are so Celine.
Yeah. There was none of that.
We are Canadian. We know Celine.
We know Celine.
Yeah.
But it's just like that. And so are you. Like, there's a whole lot of Celine-isms that you could have done.
He failed Celine miserably.
If Miss Celine actually did walk out wearing a big jar of peanut butter around her chest, though, I would be like, yes, please.
Yes, Celine.
I would.
Yes, Celine. The one that I think kind of, and unfortunately, I hate to admit it, again, I'm also not a fan of Thorgy Thor, but... And Thorgy made very good points early on about how her character, who she was playing, Stevie Nicks, was not as big a character as the other divas, so she had a hard time competing with the Mariah Careys and the Janet Jacksons. And so I do think, as much as I hate to say it...
I disagree with.
What?
He's always saying you never see anyone going, yeah, queen, work.
Oh, yeah, no.
Remember when...
He hasn't met our friend Ed.
You remember that episode of American Horror Story when she showed up? What were we screaming?
Yes, Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, So there you go.
She was right about the fact that she didn't... It was hard to make that character, as big a character as the other one. So I did think she did have a slight disadvantage over the other queens.
Maybe she did a Lily Rady Stevie Nicks.
Who would you have sent home? Out of all of them, if you had a choice, who would you have sent home?
I definitely would have kept Thorgy.
Kennedy Davenport, they should have got rid of her.
I would have sent her home.
Kennedy was not good, and was the weakest in the competition, other than Milk. But I think Kennedy, they should have taken their opportunity to get rid of Kennedy at that point.
Yeah.
Because she can become a threat later on.
As proven in her season.
Right. So she could have a bad performance this week and then come out on top next week. They should have taken advantage and got rid of her while they could. For me, my favorite part of the season probably so far, I've always been a huge Alyssa Edwards fan, and I feel like watching Shangela now is mini Alyssa, and I'm loving it.
Shangela says she's the mother of dragons, but Alyssa is the mother of dragons. And Shangela's viscering because she's coming back from the dead.
There you go.
Game of Thrones spoilers, sorry.
Oh god, we should have given Game of Thrones spoilers. Like, oh dare. You're gonna hate mail now.
And that means that Laganja's Rhaegar, she's the green one.
So, right now, in 2 episodes, the front runner currently appears to be Bendel Crown, which really surprises me. I didn't know she had that in her.
I know.
She basically got top 2 the first 2 challenges.
It's funny this too, because her season, she wasn't the funny one, she wasn't the dancer, but she was quirky, and just another a repeat of Jinx Monsoon, which helped her. Get to where she is.
I guess we'll see as the season goes on. If I were the other bitches in the game and she gets in the bottom 2, I would take my opportunity to get rid of her at this point. If we're playing the game, I'd take her out because right now she's the biggest threat.
Right, but the film's already done, and she's probably watching this now, and being like, they don't know what's up.
They don't know I win.
They don't know that I'm winning this whole thing.
I don't know.
In fact, they made my miscongeniality just even shorter for my
and who knows? People that are floating in the middle of the road like a Trixie Mattel might pick up as the season goes on. I don't know.
Like, it could easily be a Trixie or an Asha.
It could. I still don't want Asha to win.
I do.
Asha still has a ways to go to win me over. I will say, I was pleasantly surprised with the first 2 competitions with Asha, especially her Amy Winehouse. I
want to say one thing. Asha, your Amy Winehouse made me really realize how much I miss Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
One thing I have to say about Shangela, she was missing the corn.
The corn. Where's the corn, Shangela? Where is the corn?
Right now she's like, oh girl, I'm bringing up for another episode.
Oh, wait till episode 3, girl. Wait till episode 3. Oh, God.
Okay. This video is going everywhere.
we're just rambling, but that's okay. That's
So I'm excited to see where it's about to go. Next episode is The Bachelor, which is going to be a Bachelor challenge. And then when we're right online, episode 4 is Snatch Game.
So we're 2 episodes away from Snatch Game.
And hopefully we'll see what the hell they're doing with this whole Handmaid's Tale thing.
Yeah, really, there's a lot of rumors out there, but I guess we won't know until time goes on.
So, thank you guys very much for watching. What are you excited about so far in Drag Race All-Stars? And who would you like to see in this competition instead of who is there?
You better work!
Cover girl!
Work it, girl!
Do the twirl!
Do that thing! On the runway, work! Oh, wow.
Turn to the left.
As always, people, like, share, subscribe, and tune into the rest of the guys' videos this week. I'm sure they will be bringing some heavier topics. But...
Dorothy kicks. Yeah!
Don't kick me in the face. I'll drop my taint on your head like Aja.
Taintocalypse.
Taintocalypse. Hashtag Taintocalypse. Alright everyone, well, since we've rambled, I'm just going to say have yourselves a great week.